Yo. How's it going? How's it hanging? Oh my goodness, we're here. Hope everyone's having a good day. Dude, it's Thursday. We're almost done with the week. Isn't that exciting? Hello, DJ. How are you? Went to my local coffee shop, aka the gas station. But it's like if you ever lived on the West Coast or Central America, you know Maverick. Maverick's a great coffee. They put out good coffee. So my street to get there, there's a school zone, and it's just like, come on, man, it's 15 miles an hour. It's 15 miles an hour for a very short stint. It's not a big deal. Solid Charger going like 45, just regular speed limit all the way through. And justice was served. There was a cop there. And that man, in his blind panic, thought the best thing he could do is just a straight U-turn through the median. And there's like, no, man, the cop was after you. And then he just stops in the median, and it's just like, oh man, that's hard panic, but also potentially reckless driving, depending on how hard that cop wants to go after you. It's like, you just sit there and be like, that guy's fucked. Like, he's in a bad spot, man. Also, I added a little bit of a shadow to the background to hopefully make chat a little bit more viable in like white screens. It's not that good, I don't think. I gotta figure out how to make the chat, like your messages, not awful on white. Every time I change this to dark screen, it just reverts back to white. I don't know what to do about it. But anyways, let's talk about what we're doing today. Nightbot. Okay, commands. We are playing Territorial today. I do have stuff to do afterwards, so we're just gonna do the 3 hours of TT. Call that a day. And I am thinking about streaming on Sunday and doing a little Crusader Kings challenge run. Like, I have so many hours in Crusader Kings. Like 711 in 3, and then 1,000 on this. But I don't have any of the achievements. So I want to start unlocking some of the achievements and doing some achievement runs. I think that'd be fun. There's one in particular that I want to do, and I tried doing it on my own. It's like, this is tough. I didn't get it. Is Tamar Mep, start as Princess Tamar, rule all of Georgia, fully conquer Armenia and Dalam, which is just like the hotbed of hard, because you're also under a time limit before damn Mongolians invade. You gotta do it all as one character. It's tough. Tell David to bring back old emojis. You tell him to bring back old emojis. I don't think there's any old emojis that I know of that I miss, or that are gone, that are like, oh man, that's the only one I know is gone, is the laughing crying emoji, which was always just used in the most toxic moment, and I think that's the only one I could think of that's gone. How long are you gonna be streaming for? Brother, we just did the docket. It's 3 hours though. We just did the docket. We just did it. If you're new around here, you can always pop in, type !docket. I'll always bring up the schedule for today. Anyways, let's start playing some games, yes? Yes. I'm gonna go register my car, get my oil changed today so I gotta go smog my car. The most annoying thing about living in Nevada is you gotta smog your car every year, which is not like by itself an unjust thing, but I just don't live near any smog places, so it takes a while. Let's make our first game Africa. A little 6-team action, skeleton crew. I think we can do it. I think that'd be good. Ugh. All right, let's do this, boys. We got this. I have faith in us. Let's just try and play a little bit smart. You know, let's spawn together. Let's have a little bit of a come up. What's smogging? It's basically you plug your exhaust into a machine, and the machine makes sure you're not putting out too many emissions into the air. A few states have it. I think it's one of those things we inherited from California. Here, I'm gonna move down here. Don't move, buddy. What are we doing? I left that spot for you. Why are you coming down here and giving that spot to him? Make sure when you're kind of picking your spot, you're thinking about what land are you grabbing. I moved away so you could have more land. No need for you to then abandon ye land. Alright, I gotta go on my infinite growth phase now if I have a chance of grabbing anything. Oh, never mind, it's done. Okay, that was easy. What's up, Books? How are you? Okay, position's a little bit scattered, but we're okay. I think I'm honestly going to strike this guy now. I don't know if I can get support, but I honestly think he's a little bit bigger than me. And I have more troops right now. Just tell him to boo me. Come on, do it. I want you to do it. No. You should shield. You should shield. This is a solo mission. You should shield. You have bigger players to worry about down south. Will he boom me now? A little bit of problems. We don't really have any back lines yet. We almost do with these guys. So it's I mean, we have a big champion down here. I don't know how aggressive I want to be here. Mostly because I know this guy's just a troll. He's not actually going to help. Can we start kind of closing these guys up, guys? Like Cornbread, Cheese, Brandon. Can you start kind of working your way over? Republic, can you start working on this guy? Alright, I'm at red interest. I'm going to push this. All right, good. We have this guy who's just going to clean up down south. We just have these last two guys to clear out, and we should be good. Kato over here is doing a good job kind of counterbalancing everything on this side. Yeah, go get him, Kato. Now, when you're in these positions, you do also kind of want to look at like the surrounding players. Like when this is done, what does the board look like? And it's the entirety of the white team. So this isn't necessarily like a bad move attacking the red guy, but you could probably do a slightly better move for yourself in knocking down one of the white teammates first to make it so like not everyone's teaming up against you. Again, not like a bad move, but the optimal move would be like taking out a white player or two first. I got you, Books. Hold on. Is Rhodesia going to push up? Give you a little bit extra. I gotta keep up 9 numbers because they're about to push through here. And then I'm going to be on the front lines, but I can give them a few troops along the way. Ugh. happy Liberation Day. Liberation Day was yesterday. But yeah. It's as great as we all knew it was going to be. Oh, man. You just kind of sit there knowing, like, how did the Great Depression start? And it was just like, well, there was a group of people. What really kind of bankrolled everything was a bunch of people right before the Great Recession, or Great Depression, not recession, depression, going, we should put tariffs. We should really increase tariffs. And then that kind of snowballed a lot of bad things. Bro, you killed me? Well, you know, you're playing on the other team. I mean, GG's. But, you know, we all have a team to play for. At least we have the internet to watch live. Yeah, it's just kind of like, I was talking with my friends about this last night. It's just like, man, it's going to be so crazy to explain to a generation, like, to like grandkids, that once upon a time, you could just buy a product and you owned it. Like, there wouldn't be any like subscription you would have to pay, or like constant updates to a game that like is single player, and you just like, what the hell? Like, it's just like, you didn't have to worry about being always connected to the internet. And it feels like at some point we're just kind of heading to this dystopian way of like everyone's charging for everything, that like, is it out of the realm of possibility that one day we'll have to, you know, pay per use? I mean, they've tried paying per usage on the internet. The internet's the one thing that's kind of held strong and be like, no one's willing to pay for it outside of internet providers. But even the internet providers are kind of corrupt in how they divvy up the market. It's just a wild, it just feels very like, you know, you can't do anything for free. 47% tariff on Madagascar. Oh yeah, there's also like incredibly high tariffs on like Lesotho. It's just like, what it's like Lesotho and I think South Africa have the highest, and you just go, hell yeah, brother. I knew Lesotho was doing something wrong. Anyways, make sure we're on the left side, boys. We need to get back a little bit. This is a contest, sorry. I was yapping a little bit, but we have good coverage for the most part. We just need to win our back lines quickly. Backline heroes, this is us. Also, thank you subscribing Dark. Thank you for subscribing Dark. I just kind of like brain dead missed a word. Nope. Yes. Be angry. Be angry. Okay, good. We're down here. How are we looking over here? Gotta close up this. Freaking Europe, we don't have anyone, but we do have a good presence over here, so at least we're connected. Make sure everyone's saving up to red interest before we donate. We don't have any emergencies to deal with right now, so we don't need to act like we don't need to panic. We're doing great. And as soon as we get up to red interest, Sargi has a good one to donate to, but also like Cornbread. We do need to wrap up this back line. We do need someone to help us with that. We need to wrap up all of this. But so far, the other teams are not uniting around any of their players, so we're in a pretty good spot. I would say we're not actually, the threat level is pretty low. The threat level is not midnight right now. Love this play going backwards, making sure we get rid of the biggest threat on the board. Where are they building up their champion? They're building it up over here. Full Sindistan, can you get over to this guy and then can we start donating? Can someone get over to the big red guy and take him down before he's a threat? Yep, full Sindistan. Can we start donating to full Sindistan in India? We'll trust him to do the mission. Buddy, you gotta go. You gotta go. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Give me a big attack. Give me a big attack. You're at max interest, bud. Your red interest is at 1.3 million. If you're above that, keep pushing. Never stop attacking until you get to your red interest. Your red interest is at 1.4. Keep pushing. 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 Go! I'm trying to help you be the crown. Come on, man. You gotta have some gusto to be the crown. You can't just be sitting back waiting. You gotta play it a little bit differently. Be more aggressive. Go towards the one guy we told you to go towards. That's the one guy we need help with. All right, we got a mission critical. Donate Twilight. Actually, no name. Aziz. Donate Aziz. Donate Aziz. Oh, this is the back line. Guys, we have got to... He's in our back line. He left. Okay, thank God. He's over here. Trust the Italian? I get it. Buddy. What's the plan? Let's just kind of talk about how to play the crown, because I know some people are new at it. Like, when you're our team champion, like we're calling out full Sindistan, you're going to be our team champion. You have a very specific goal, is taking out the biggest guy. Like, and when you're attacking, you need to know how to calculate your red interest. If you don't know how to calculate your red interest, it's very simple. You add 100 to whatever pixel count you have. So this Corgi smiley face has 17,000 troops. His red interest is 1.7 million, right? So if you are getting donations and you rise above that, you need to be attacking. If your numbers are ever not moving, you need to immediately attack. The cadence of this white bar filling up and when you attack based off that white bar does not apply if you're the champion. The only thing you need to keep in mind is you keep attacking until you drop below your red interest, then you slow down how much you're attacking for until the donations can catch back up to you. But there are mission critical times where if you want to be a frontline player, you have to be willing to do this. You have to be willing to try. And the easiest thing to do is if your numbers ever stop, just immediately attack again. It's not that big of a deal. Don't wait for the cadence. If your numbers ever stop, if your interest is ever 0, you need to immediately attack again. And when you are the crown, you have 2 roles. One is either you're protecting our back lines, but if we're calling out a specific threat on the board, you need to get over to that threat as soon as possible and fight that person. Does that make sense? You are never getting the crown to take out the weakest players and just kind of expand. Like, we want you to, you will be the crown if you do the right thing, but here's the thing. The moment you stop doing the right thing of either protecting the backlines or not attacking the threat, people will immediately start donating someone else. I do the same thing. It's like, if this person's not going to get it done, we got to find somebody else. So if you do these things, you trust in the team rewards you with more troops. All right, let's do the world. Can we do zombies? No, every time we try zombies, it's literally over in a minute. It's so not fun. It used to be fun. It's not fun anymore. I'm sure it's a little bit more engaging with less players, but with the stream numbers, it's just ridiculously easy. Also, Cogmania, member for 16 months. Holy cow. He's already a polar bear and everything. He's on his way to Iron Man. I wonder who will be the first Iron Man corgi. Let's play Battle Royale. We will. We always do. The only time we ever didn't play Battle Royale and Lobby 2 stuff is the brief time that there was no Lobby 2. There's one. Not going to be able to get the second one. But he'll be so weak after this. Oh, wait, maybe I can. Oh, I can save it. Cheese. Come over here and kill this man. Oh, do I just beat 2 stream snipers? Oh, how embarrassing. How embarrassing. 2 of you tried and you both failed. Oh, man. I think someone donated me a little bit too. Huge. Let's go Asia. Big, strong Asia presence. Such good opportunities. Potato, get involved. Come on. Yep, good job. Good job. Good job, mods. Good job, Godgas. Good job, Bolo. Good job, Boom. Way to just immediately wipe that guy off. If we had everybody doing that, life would be so easy. No, no, no. We get involved. We get involved. We get involved. Fight, fight, fight. Good job up here. Now we just finished this guy. There's literally no reason to not be fighting this guy. Charge. Come on. Let's go. Clear it out. Let's get moving. Let's get it moving. There you go. There you go, 52. Good job. Finish him up. Republic, you're on the back lines. You got to go too. Come on. There you go. Good job. All right, let's start pushing donations forward to Fridays and Melon. Probably Melon is priority. Like, it doesn't really matter. Both of them are good spots. We just need to kind of get a good movement. Assuming this is Melon, yeah. Melon's going straight for this big guy before he can get too big, and I love that move. Bro, I didn't even know you were there. I thought you were a bot. Yeah, it's crazy how you just happen to spawn directly on top of the streamer. That's so, oh my gosh, once in a million. Oh, just such a coincidence, right? It's never happened before and it'll never happen again. It's so crazy. I mean, if you're gonna do it, bud, I would just say do it with your say it with your chest. Don't try and half butt it. All right, who's over here? Conqueror? I believe in you. I believe in you, Conqueror. You're gonna do amazing things for us. You're gonna be the hero not only that we deserve, but that we need. This is your time, Conqueror. Yes, look, you're getting donated to. Be more aggressive. Be more aggressive. Keep going. Yes, Conqueror. Yes. I mean, Melon's gonna mostly wrap up things, but doesn't stop my belief in you. Riri, I would totally believe you if this was the first time you've accidentally spawned next to me. Like, but it's fine. If you're gonna stream snipe, I can't do anything to stop you other than say it's slightly rude. But, you know, live your life. But don't try and like gaslight me into believing that this was a true accident. It just wasn't. It's not that deep, I promise you. Melon, how many troops are we sending? Melon. Yeah. So, especially for the world, one thing you got to realize is I know there's a tendency to send like 10% boats everywhere. The world is so big that if you don't get on, it can be the difference between winning and losing. So if you're in a position like this where you have like a big number of troops and you're trying to get onto the land of someone else who has a lot of troops, send like a gigantic boat, right? Send like 4 million so that you're guaranteed to get on, and trust that like the team will fill you back up. Like if you're our crown trying to boat on somewhere, send a big boat. Send something that they're not expecting and will not be ready to stop. All right, we have 6 minutes. I would love to do today's dailies because I didn't get to the Flagel yesterday. So let's do the global. And we didn't do this one either. Give me France. France is ice cold. Ooh. Give me Laos. Ice cold. Give me Bolivia. Where the hell am I even going? Canada? No. You know, I'm glad that one didn't get accepted. How about Southern Africa? Give me South Africa. Give me Zambia. Ice cold. Where the hell am I going? Everywhere's ice cold. The closest country's Bolivia. Oh, dude, we're somewhere here, huh? All right, give me Fiji. Yeah, we're over here. Okay, give me Papua New Guinea. It's cooler. Okay, let's rule out the south. Let's get New Zealand. Okay, it's closest to Fiji and New Zealand. I got nothing, dude. Anyone got a guess? Kiribati? No, Kiribati is over here. If the closest country is Fiji and New Zealand, if it was Kiribati, it would be Papua New Guinea. Tonga? You know what? I'm with you, Morwen. Good guess. Tonga and Fiji are the closest. Tonga is orange, so it's not like adjacent. I think it's gonna be something over here. Does anyone know an island over here? No, wait, Kiribati is over here, but I don't. We'll guess it. It is it. Wow. I don't know why I thought it was Papua New Guinea. Maybe I was thinking of the You know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of the Federated States of Micronesia. You are correct. It was right there. I was way off. Good job. Let's do the Wordle. This is, what is this, Bulgaria? The west of Bulgaria. Why am I not recognizing this country? I'm pretty good at European countries. This doesn't look like an island. Like, this looks like coast. This looks like a river border. This is just like weird swath. All right, I know it's not, but give me like Andorra just so I stop thinking about it. Is north of Andorra. Am I having a stroke and this is like France? Oh, is this Jersey? It is Jersey. Okay, at least I feel bad. Don't feel as bad about it. Because I was like, is this a very easy country that I'm just not getting? Jersey's, you have to know a little bit about UK stuff to know Jersey. The only reason I know Jersey is because I met a lovely couple from Jersey in Bali. We formed a little friend group with my friends and their friends, and we all just kind of like drank all night. Anyways, France is a neighbor. Oh, there's something Guernswick or something. What is this called? What is this weird thing called? Guernsey. Yeah, whatever. But the Ballswick of thank you. Thank you. How do I even say this?
Guernsey.
It is Guernsey? The Ballwick of Guernsey? Okay, that's good to know. We got a minute left. I think I can... I give up immediately. It's here. It's here. It's... Okay, that was my next guess. Can you pluck the flag for Jersey? It's one of these two. And then we'll finish that up. Maybe we got time. Give me this boy. Yeah, you just know English architecture. I don't think it's catacombs. It's not a market. Is it catacombs? No. Monument to the Heroes of Restoration? Durrell Wildlife Park. Interesting. All right, contest is up. It is North America. We go to North Alaska, Northern Canada. Stay on this grouping of land. No need to go to Quebec. No need to mess around with the islands. There's 3 teams. We just grab our small little bit of Canada. I think maybe the smoothness of the bay at the south side hints that it's quite a small place from the map. You know what? That's a fair point. I've seen smooth stuff like that, which is why I was kind of thinking it was a small country. But sometimes places have weird borders like that for no reason. So as soon as I kind of figured it was an island, it was like, where is the island? And I always forget Jersey exists, to be honest with you. Do you not fear Luhansk is here? Let's go. We got our boy. We got a good grouping. Just make sure we don't let any holes open up back here. This is very good. Just don't push forward anymore. We're fine. We're starting to open up holes, boys. We had like 4 people who we needed in Alaska who left. And then we have big stretches down here. Like, it's... I would say, please don't... If you're one of those people who wants to be the crown every time, please, you know, pick a game you're going to do it. But don't do it every game. Buddy, can you get that guy? It's free land. It's free real estate. It's a player you can take down. Let's go get wrecked, nerd. All right, good. We're all on this one. Great. Ironclad, are you with us? Remember, you're a backline guy. You're an attack dog. We fight everyone. We fight everyone immediately. It's only if you're outnumbered by the enemy do you ever, like, save up troops in a stream game. This is looking great, though. We're doing great. We have a weird shift right now where I feel like 3/4 of our players want to play on the front lines, and then like 1/4 want to play on the back lines. Where up until this point, I feel like we've been pretty balanced, at least until the, like, you know, people are like, yeah, I'll be backlines. I'll be backlines. I understand how important it is. I don't feel like people. I feel like all of our team is just going front lines, and they're all doing kind of the same job, right? Like, any one of these people could be good champions. Look at me in Iowa. This is Iowa, bud. Where are you? I don't think you know where Iowa is. I don't see you on the leaderboard. Did you die? I am there? I don't think you are. Like, this is like, this is Iowa. Iowa's in the north, silly? Yeah, what do you think this is, bud? It's not the northernmost. Minnesota's above it. So Minnesota's like right here. Iowa's like right here. You're inside the crown. Oh, there you are. You're not inside the crowd anymore, Louis. I got you. I believe. I believe, Louis. I believe. Take him down. Take the shot. Don't Stop Believing is playing in the background. The heroic montage is going. Oh my God. There's someone in the audience going, oh my God, he can do it. Guys, who's voting for peace? It's a contest. Play it out. Just because you're done doesn't mean everybody else is. What's the point of rushing out of a contest? We sometimes rush games to get into contests, but why rush out of a contest? Who are you speedrunning for? Enjoy the process. You literally killed the Luhansk meme. Weren't people having fun donating to the smallest guy on the map and getting his vengeance? Here's just general blanket rule. Do not vote for peace unless we're calling for it, okay? Unless we're calling for peace, don't vote for it. Let us finish the game. Not only does this ruin everyone else's time, we get less points because we didn't capture as much land. It's just so lame. We didn't know, bro. You tell us. I mean, even if you're new, what do you think we're gonna lose that game? Why do we need a peace? What's the rationale? Oh my God, we gotta rush into grab the Middle East team 7-team game that's gonna go down to a 1v1. Oh man, what if we missed that? Speaking of, let's do this Middle East 17 team. Bro is raging. There's literally nothing about the way I'm talking that is raging. I think you might have a hard time either with the English language or just it's a cultural difference where people don't raise their voices, but Americans are loud all the time. Americans are notoriously loud people. Very expressive people. It doesn't mean we're mad. I was busy watching Luhansk go. I was too. I was so hyped for Louis. It was his shining moment. Get wrecked. Fortunately for me, this guy didn't ever get too big. Love to be able to help out over here. Hopefully Cornbread will be able to pick up the slack on this side. Oh no. Little buddy. Do have a little bit of a problem merging over here. Thank you, player 814. Yes, Tiger, get active. Love this. Love this. No, Boomer, you fight too. You fight too. Think of back lines as not like a 1v1. It's teammates versus teammates. If you have two teammates, you add up those two numbers. And if it's bigger than the one guy you're attacking, you win that fight, right? Even so, like you can just see, I'm going to attack this guy. Why am I attacking him? I want to bait him into fighting Cornbread. And if he's not going to, then I'm just going to get free strikes on him until he dies. And there we go. See, he's listening to the stream. He got frustrated. Oh no, I've been sniped again, or I've been full sent again. Team got land. We good. Corgi, thoughts on the new layout for Discord? What's the new layout for Discord? Maybe mine hasn't updated. Mine looks the same. Here's the thing, is when companies change things, as long as they don't change core things like fundamentals, they just do like a look refresh, I don't think it's that bad, right? Like Steam has refreshed its look a number of times. You may not have noticed because it always is like the same functionality. Like the functionality of how Steam works has never changed. And it's perfect. Like Steve Jobs said something is like, it just works. And that's what you want out of a company. It just works. Meanwhile, you have Windows, who I've not upgraded to Windows 11, even though Windows 10 is about to stop working. Windows 11 literally does stupid things. Like it takes like if you want to copy paste something, like if I want to just copy, the copy paste has always been here. Oopsies. And Windows 11, now their icons up here. And you just have to know the icons are that. And you just go, why? It's been this way since the dawn of computers, my guy. Windows is like the perfect example of what not to do as a company. They only succeed because there's limited options. And Lord knows I'll be dead cold in the ground before I ever install Linux. Let's do North America. I always think making things simpler is bad. It's not about making things simpler or whatever. It's just about making the functionality the same. Like not changing what's already there. Like Apple has been a great company of doing this where they leave things that work, but then they just add new features and you go, oh, okay, the new feature is great. Like, I don't know if there's probably a few of you who are too young to realize that like when you click open your phone and you hit the little flashlight button here, that didn't always used to be there. You had to have a separate app that you would have to open up and click it on to use the flashlight icon. And then Apple was just like, we'll just add a flashlight. It's a great feature. Doesn't change anything. It's really intuitive of how it works. Yeah, that's a 2-for-1 trade. We take those. Easy peasy. Don't upload videos again. Here's this man coming to me with his problems. Have you ever considered just, there's an easy way just to say like, don't recommend this channel again, and then I stop existing in your brain. You've gone through a lot of effort to like come here and be mean. You could just, solve your own problems. I cannot express to you how school really teaches you to be dependent on others to like have the answer, to get the answer. But in the real world, the most important skill you could possibly have is just being self-reliant, finding the own solution. Upload more. Thank you. day is it for you, Corey? It's Thursday, bro. Like it is for everywhere else in the world besides, like, I don't know. Is New Zealand in Australia? It's Friday, right? If I remember correctly, but it's like early morning. Bro is so chill. I mean, this is me with like a splitting headache. I woke up this morning with a splitting headache and I was hoping coffee would fix it, and it's not. So I'm definitely not my most chill version. But it's also hard to be chill when you're just in like constant pain. It's like, it's one of those headaches where it's like, ooh, this could turn into a migraine. I'm just going to play it out as if it's not. I can get past it. It's Friday here in Japan. Can I ask a question, Sean? Why are you up? What time is it in Japan? Because I know whenever, like, it's 2:55 a.m. Yeah, that makes sense. Because whenever I'm able to pop into a Tokyo stream, it's because something's gone horribly wrong in the editing and recording process, and I'm up at 3 a.m. And, like, while I'm, like, uploading stuff, I'll just pop into Tokyo's chat, and it's 3 a.m. for me. Same, I had to take Excedrin, it's not helping. Yeah, I mean, I'm just really kind of dumb and I don't have any kind of pills available. So I just like endure it. But yeah, my head hurt. Can we do Simon Says? I mean, here's the thing. Simon Says does not work when I can't see what you guys are doing, right? Like, there's no way for me to see you. This is kind of a one-way street where, like, I am talking and you can see me, but, you know, I cannot see you. It's a Nintendo franchise? Dude, have you guys seen the new Switch? Talk about a company that really just crushed the console market, right? Just did something completely different and won. Like, first the Wii, which arguably wasn't as good quality as the other consoles, but was so inclusive that so many families bought it. Because you could golf, you could do Mario Kart. It was a fun idea. And then, like, just bringing that idea and then making it a handheld console with the Switch was just like, oh, amazing. I mean, it's just like, you know, good on Nintendo for, you know, kind of realizing that they're not going to be able to compete in just a head-to-head console war. So they just did something different. All right, let's finish. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do Flagel. I don't care about Jersey. All respect to Jerseyans. But I don't care that much. Okay, yellow top. Yellow top flag. Could be Ukraine. Wait, Ukraine is... Yeah. No, Ukraine's blue on top. Blue on top. Yeah, blue on top. What's kind of... We obviously know China's out. How goes to Brunei? That's not right though. So if we're drawing a straight line, top left of Vietnam, and we're thinking kind of middle, we're looking at the stands. So Kazakhstan's out, Kyrgyzstan's out, Tajikistan's out, Uzbekistan's out. Oh, is this a European country? But what? Germany doesn't have Belgium. Oh, it could be vertical stripes. What about Belgium? He's a genius. What's the shape of Belgium? Ah, you got me. That one. Picks the national emblem of Belgium. I feel like it's gonna be... It's not that. That would not surprise me. I have never seen this one before. That's Saint Martin. I've never seen this one before. That's Spain. I think that's UK, or that's UK. That's, you know, Kenya. Give me a friggin' eagle. Give me this one. No. Got it. Last try, got it. That's Jersey. Whatever. It's part of the United Kingdom. Okay. Pick the flag of the capital city of Belgium. Okay. We can rule out this one. We can rule out this one. We can rule out this one. I don't think it's that. That's Hong Kong. So these 5 are gone. That's Sanskrit, so it's not going to be that one either. We're down to these 2. Belgium would have something with a weird angel. Got it. Nailed it. Pick a flag of a country that neighbors Belgium, the Netherlands, or Luxembourg. Never mind. Don't. I got the right flag, but I got the wrong country. What's the population of Belgium? Great question. Probably not that big. Yeah, less than 15 million. They use the euro. Huzzah. We got 30 seconds. I'm in. Top right, boys. Modern day Russia borders. Modern day Russia borders. Do not fall into the trap of going too far forward. Start back and work our way forwards. Do not go into Germany or Poland. Stay back, boys. It was less than 15 million. Yeah, the thing with like that, the question of population is like every time it changes the framing of it. So it's kind of hard. It's easy to like fool yourself because the framing of the question is different. This is a really important thing in psychology. Is they go through a lot of discussions about how to ask a question so they don't frame it to get the answer that they want. Because obviously there is like, as much as you want to not be biased doing a psychological study, you kind of want to be biased, right? You have a little bit of inherent bias. Like you want to prove that this is real, this thing happens. And if you don't recognize that you have a little bit of incentive to, as a person, as a researcher, to like get new groundbreaking research out there, you could potentially flaw the entire study, which is why peer review studies are so important. Like everyone kind of knows what the crazy vaccine one is like, it causes autism. It doesn't. It's because the researcher had that incredible bias. And when they peer reviewed it, go, surprise, there's nothing there. Guys, wake up. Yeah. Like, this guy's been trying. That's another 2-for-1 trade. We take those. Someone was asking me, is like, why is your Battle Royale score not very high? Or not Battle Royale, but team score. It's like, probably this reason. Red copied us. Yeah, let's try and close up gaps, start building up a champion right away. Do we have anyone that we know that could do this? Let's build up Middle Franken here in Europe. He's on like Ukraine-ish borders. Not Ukraine, that's kind of Polandish area. Let's build up Middle Franken. I know he's small, but he's a skilled player, and we're going to need a skilled player for this one. Unless this is actually Aziz, but Aziz, I don't know. Let's just trust in Middle Franken for now. Build him up, build him up. Middle Franken, give us some moves. Aziz is in Turkey. This is Aziz. Is this Aziz? Yeah, but the problem is he's blocked off. I hate this spot for a champion. We really would need him over here. I mean, he is boated down. Yeah, I think we definitely need 2 champions. So let's build up Middle Franken and Aziz, but let's really push for Middle Franken for the time being. We need this guy to get bigger. We need someone over here more than we need to build up our champion. Who is this? It probably wasn't necessary, but looking at the initial board and how unified red was, like typically I don't mind building up anyone over here who's in a good spot. This time I did say, let's prioritize the more skilled player because I saw how unified red was and I was a little bit scared of that. It didn't end up being the biggest threat, but it was fine. All right, now we can kind of more evenly split. We have a big champion there. Why don't you tell new players to donate newer players? For the exact reason I just said, is I always do. If you look back even today, of all the people I told to donate, they're all new people. But in moments of like, ooh, this could go bad for us, let's get someone who knows how to be the champion so we get movement, so we don't like play on the back foot. That's not Aziz. Luhans, did you just gaslight me into believing this was Aziz? What's the point of donating? I don't know, man. Have you never played it? It's a team game? If you're unfamiliar with the concept of a team game, then I don't know how to break that down enough to like not to be rude, but like, you know, surely you can put the dots together. like just do a little critical thinking on your own. I think you can figure it out. Lobby 2 after this? Yeah. I'm totally down. That was my plan all along anyways. Well done, boys. All right, let's go to lobby 2. So take out, you know what? We'll just do a battle royale first. Let's go settings, lobby 2, back. Don't worry about taking off your tags. And let's do battle royale. I think he means, is there any point in donating if you're the one on the front line? No, when we're calling out donations, and this might be something where I just played long enough that I don't think about it from a new player's perspective. When we're calling out for people to donate, you're only donating if you're a backline player. Like if you are cut off, those are the people I'm telling to donate. If you're on the front lines, no, you keep fighting. I have been doing this for 2 years and it is a big problem. It is something that like is really hyped on in sales, is you really don't like ever want to use abbreviations, and you always need to like keep refreshing yourself from like someone who is not familiar with the business, because it's very easy to just go in there and give them a bunch of information that they won't understand, but the client will never tell you that they don't understand, and then they'll be like not wanting to work with you because you made them feel stupid. Let's do Africa. So my apologies if you know, I don't always clarify the reason why we're doing something, but don't be afraid to ask, I guess. Ideally you donate when you hit red interest. Yeah, the reason you donate when you hit red interest is, one, is if an enemy player breaks through, you can play defense, and two is if you donate 10% at red interest, and then wait until you hit red interest again, you donate far more troops over time than you would if you just full donated all at once. We did Africa yesterday for Battle Royale. Well, we'll do another Battle Royale today. Don't worry. I'm sorry it wasn't Scandinavia, friggin' DJ. Jeez. Man, Scandi or bust. Me and you, we had the same idea. We're like, I have to unfortunately kind of wait until the end because I didn't want to get stream sniped, which is unfortunate because I just never get a good spot. I mean, yesterday I was able to play at least competitively till the end. I almost won it. I just got locked in the unfortunate side of a boat war. Not the best start for me. Buddy, I'm just putting you in timeout for today. I think you're just a little bit too much in need of seeking attention, and I'm just asking you to like chill out and hang out with us. So I was so into your sales story, I missed the queue. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's kind of the hardest obstacle you have to overcome as a viewer and me as a streamer is, you know, there's what we need to do and the yapping that I'm gonna do. And I understand one can override the other. My humble apologies. But this man's a yapper. Dude, I'm so small. It's always rough when you hit red interest and you're not at 1 million. Yeah, I have nothing interesting to do with that one. I'm gonna make somebody else do the first move. I don't care if I go to 0%. Battle Royale's so weird. It's weird in Lobby 2 because there's two things that play against us in Lobby 2 and makes these games very challenging and difficult. Is one, most people here are very skilled and know what to do. And because most people here are very skilled and know what to do, everyone kind of plays the same, right? I missed all of that land. Again, yapping was my downfall. Dang it, man. Like, I know, it's just like, I really need to see a lot of movement from other players to convince myself that, like, I'm safe. Because everyone would do the same thing I would do in this moment. Is like, oh, Corgi Circus is below 1 million. Let me strike him right now. But also, if I don't take these risks, then I just lose, right? Like, I know what's going to happen right now. I'm going to attack Cornbread. These two are going to come down and fight me. There's no real way about that. Although, I'm going to block your boat because I think it's incredibly lame that you're boating all the way over here to try and, like, attack me. Like, it's fine if you attack me, but don't target me. That's so lame. Like, if this guy attacks me midway atoll or mods attack me, I get it. It's the best move that they can make. At least for, especially MGL. That's his best move, is attacking me. I'm trying to make it so I'm nice and big and scary and it's not his best move, but ultimately there's no way around it, right? Yeah. Totally get it. Totally get it. Do you find that if you stand your ground in a crowd spawn that most players will break away and find a new spawn? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Especially within the first 30 seconds. As long as there's not 30 people around, like if there's 5 or less, I would say stand your ground. You have a really high chance of those people moving away. Why are you speaking it into existence? I mean, here's the thing in these multiplayer games. I want people to learn how to be better, right? So I'm never going to tell you a move that's not beneficial to you. Because that's just messed up, right? If I'm just gaslighting everyone so I can win, it feels really dumb, right? Like, I'm going to tell this guy right now, his best move is clearing up this corner. And I would not stop attacking this corner until it's absolutely done. You have borders on 3 people. This guy, Alabama, is your most valuable ally. If you don't have an alliance with him, I would make it get one. I would get one with him right away. And the reason being is he's blocking you, but he's not stronger than you. He's got such weird borders Oh, this is even amazing. This is another person that's now my best friend. I'd best friend these two people and just hard push over here. Unfortunately, Swiss gets involved. I would be worried about Louis. But honestly, if Swiss is attacking, you kind of look at like Mods. What's he doing? Why is Mods not attacking this guy? This is such a good move for him. Maybe he's worried about becoming a target himself, but he's got so many troops. He's got more troops than everybody else around him. This is a nice, easy move you get done, and you get all the land. Even if you don't get everything here, you get all of Madagascar, right? Why do you pick a spot? It'd be easier not to get stream snipe if you took a random spot. And well, the problem is that the random spot doesn't give you a good spot, right? It could put you like right next to a player, and then I'm rooting their game, and that's not fun. So I don't want to do that. And in a team game, I want to be with my team, so I'm contributing to the team. And the AI is not going to prioritize that, so it'll put me elsewhere. This is great. Go, Mods, go. Go, Mods, go. Go, strike him, strike him, strike him. Oh, big full send. Dude, Teeny's done a good job putting himself in a position to grab land. I thought he was just insta-dead. Cheese is in the same spot he was yesterday. I don't think this time it's going to pay off for him. What's Bolo doing? Big full send. See, I don't know about attacking like books. When you're thinking about your position, you got to think about it in terms of just you. Even if you have an alliance with Poop Scooper, right now, you have a great opportunity to wrap up your biggest threat, and you're probably going to get help from Southie in doing it. I wouldn't advance into the middle of the board until you wrap up your quarter of the board, your section of the board. Zyke, buddy, Luhansk, you cannot leave him on the board like this. He is going to 100% attack you, and this is something where I think this is your best chance to strike him, is while these two are working on Swiss, you have a 1v1. This guy only has you to attack, and he definitely will attack you. He's not going to boat over here and be messing on and helping you out grabbing this land. He's going to wait until you get engaged with somebody big, and he's going to attack you. This is another move where, like, this is good teamwork from these two, and it's kind of a question of how long can this be sustainable for both these players? Because arguably, if one of them had betrayed the other, they'd be strong enough to take on the rest of the board. Because they're such equal size, it does kind of make sense for them to work together, at least for the time being. And I do think Swiss is a good target. I think Bolo gave away his chance of winning the game by not taking out Poop Scooper. This, buddy, you're going to live to regret this move. You do not want borders on Poop Scooper as the crown while Luhansk is still in the corner and these two are pushing up. This is going to be the downfall of you, my friend. Best position players right now, Poop Scooper's in number one. He's the absolute best. These two as a collective are the best, but individually they're like third and fourth. Yeah, I don't know about going in the middle here. You know these two are working together. If I'm Poop Scooper, the one thing I'm trying to avoid is getting borders on both of them. That kind of worked out to his favor, though, just having borders on Shire. This is not a bad move here. You kind of want to bring in stronger players. But, the death scenario. You have two people who've been working together the entire game. And you just made yourself the one person they have common borders with. I don't know. If I'm Mods, though, I'm not fighting this. I'm going after Alabama. There's no point. You get 0 land out of this. Your best chance to win is fighting Alabama. Kind of magic is Luhansk is not being attacked. I don't know how he does it every game. Every game, he just goes, oopsies, I'm not a little bit of a threat, and then he'll strike. Oopsies, not a big threat. I think he just picked his moment slightly wrong on this point because Zaiku has found a weird lull while no one's paying attention to him. And he can strike Luhansk and become the biggest threat on the board. The one thing Zaiku should not do is attack Poop Scooper because, again, you don't want borders on both these players who've been working together the entire game. We should do Lobby 2 more. It's more fun and entertaining. I get that. I get that. We still have a clan status to maintain, though, right? It's a mix of people who think Lobby 2 is better and Lobby 1 is better. There is no answer of which one is better. Everyone has a preference. Lobby 2 is higher stakes, more pressure, and people don't always come here for that. So you gotta respect. I definitely agree with the above statement. Yeah, Luhansk, I mean, you've been here long enough that team games are kind of automatic for you. But you have to also understand that, you know, that there are new players that we would love to teach how to play the game. And also, you know, the chill audience who just wants to vibe. This is such a funky game. Mods, I'm telling you right now, you abandon your ally, you go after Alabama. Oh, big full send. Big full send. Zyke gets all the land. Love this move from Bolo. This is a good move. Trying to fight the crown right now. I think Zyke has this, though. He can wrap up 2 players with no consequence, because Poop Scooper does not have borders. Or excuse me, these 2 are kind of wrapped up fighting Poop Scoopers, and they're just ignoring the crown. This is a moment where you gotta have to look at the board and go, who's the biggest threat? Who's gonna get really big in like 2 attacks? Don't count Southie out yet. I'm gonna count Southie out right now. Now, if I'm Zyke, I'm keeping this as much as I can. I'm boating down and fighting this guy. You don't want borders on Poop Scooper. You can weaken this guy, sure, but this is your biggest threat. You need to grab as much land as possible without inviting another teammate into the fight. Oh, Poop Scooper charges in. Tough. That was always going to be something you want. Poop Scooper's now your biggest target. You want to push him back through here and hopefully have these 2 players cut him off. But now you invite this other guy in, so it's kind of rough. Regardless. Still a chance to win. Love this move from Bolo. He's boating, so he's not blocking the pathway. Shire does block the pathway. That's a rough spot to be in, because now Poop Scooper's going to be sitting back here with nothing to do. And if I'm Poop Scooper, I'm looking at these numbers and being like, it's bigger than that guy. This guy doesn't need to be in the fight. I'm going to attack him. You got great borders on him. Corgi, my friend, hit 1,000 subs. Congratulations on being monetized. Now you have to... The kind of sad thing about getting monetized, if you're a very small streamer, I didn't quite run into this problem because by the time I was actually monetized, it was fine. But you have to have a certain amount of watch hours that equate to $100. Because if you get $99 worth of views as a monetized small streamer, YouTube will not send you out a check. It's only for people who make $100 or more. I lost this game as 3 people full sent me for no reason. Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of the what you get a lot of times as a high status person. I mean, I get it as the streamer all the time. I'm sure DJ gets targeted. In my defense, you can't blame me. I only called out what you were doing when it was too late to change it. But even though this is a really interesting game, I gotta get some water. This headache is like not going away. I think water will be the solution, even though I feel hydrated. Ooh. Shire gave up land to his buddy. I mean, is Zyko gonna win this one? I blame people for not having the same game knowledge as me. I mean, when you say it out loud, it sounds so petty. But when I'm playing by myself, I constantly think that. I have to like, there's days I have to like take breaks and go record later, but like give up on this recording session and like walk away. Because you're like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? Like, if only people were as smart as me, but as soon as you put it into words, you realize how stupid it is. Bulu is throwing. I mean, yeah. He's playing the emotional game of Zyku had been attacking him, so he's going to attack Zyku forever. There is Fulsons, though, so it's not exactly throwing. He's doing a great job of boating and grabbing land. I would try and grab land over here with the boats. Because if Zyku Fulsons Poop Scooper, he has a chance of grabbing all this land, right? Southie is fourth. Don't talk about yourself in the third person. We're adults here, okay? I don't know why, but it annoys me to no end. It's like nails on a chalkboard for me. Oh, Bolo just gives away the win. Don't play for second place. Come on, play for first. Play for first. These are such like interesting games, and they are so boring when people settle for second place. Like, we built up to this high crescendo, and then we're building up to this great story crescendo, and then you end your story with, and it was just a dream. Tough one. Yeah, nice try, Zyku. All right, let's get back to lobby 1. When's the contest? Wait, I gotta get back to lobby 1 before I can see it. Bronze medal's not that bad. I would say bronze medal's meaningless. Bronze is meaningless. Silver is meaningless. You don't get any points for being silver. Shire here. Didn't realize I cut off Poop Scooper. Yeah. I completely understand the position you were in. And I think it kind of sabotaged your chances of winning, but it's an easy mistake in the moment to make, right? Let's do Middle East. Let's do another battle route. We will. We're just gonna hit this contest. Get some points. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I mean, I encourage you in a safe space to learn to be competitive, because I don't think you can survive in the world without it. If you don't have a little bit of competitiveness in you, I don't think you do as well in the world. This is a no consequence way to try and learn to be competitive, even if you're not the most competitive person, which I totally get. One of the things that would always irk my bosses the most in sales is I was never a competitive person in sales. Like, I can be a competitive person in a game, but in sales, it was just like, this is a job. I don't care. They'll be like, oh, Jenny made 30 more calls than you. And be like, good for Jenny. What's her sales? She meet her quota? And be like, it's like, I don't care. Good for Jenny. Hopefully that turns into business for her. I'm making my numbers without making stupid phone calls. So I'm actually doing pretty well myself. But nothing's worse than a boss that tries to pitch you against your coworkers. He's like, no, no, no. We're all comrades in arms here. When I worked at one of the hotels I worked at, we had like incentives, but they were so small. They'd be like, hey, you brought in $2 million this quarter. Here's an extra $2,000. And my boss was flabbergasted when I told her I didn't care about the the commission. She's like, why? It's like, well, you know, it's kind of deflating when you bring in this much money, but your commissions are capped at X%. So it only amounts to like $2,000, right? I was like, I'm happy to just do my job well. Also, here's another little psychology fact. Incentives have no effect on long-term goals. Like, if you want someone to do something today, get something done today, yeah, you can give them extra money and they're going to do that today. But if it's over a long span of time, it literally has no effect over like their day-to-day motivation. Now, if you ask any salesman, does commission make you work harder? You won't believe this. They're going to say yes, because the alternative is losing their commission. But it has no effect over long-term goals. I trust in Oblaka. I think he's going to do the big things for us. Fridays. The amount you attack for does not increase how fast you attack. Someone full sends, just send like a 10% attack out there. All right, Oblaka, you're way above your red interest. Let me see some big movement. Let me see some big movement. Increase the amount you're attacking for. Yes, Oblaka, keep going. You're doing great. You're doing great. It's what you love to see. It's what you love to see. Keep going. Keep going. Fight everyone. You have a chance of being the crown. Take it away from evil DJ. Obviously, DJ's not evil. Nice try. Well done, though. Well done. Way to handle being the donation target. That was great. That's what everybody should do. That's fantastic. Why don't we try streaming something like Lobby 2? Eternal, I think you just got here because we just did a Lobby 2 game. So, if you don't want to play against us, there are about 14 games. We take about 4 to 6 minutes each game. There's probably more than that. There's probably like 30 games that you can play. You can see that we're in the game, right? You just can play against us. I would challenge you to find your own solution to your problem. What's up, King of Ping? How are you, my friend? Ahmed, what are you doing here? Oh my gosh, is Ahmed not supposed to be here? Let's do Caucasia. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. That's something I've been meaning to do for a while. I don't need to hear from the randos every 2 minutes. I'll pop in just to be mean. Subscribers only. Although I don't think Eternal was being mean. It just kind of sparked a chain in my head to be like, I should just start doing this again. No offense to you, Eternal. I wasn't saying you were being mean. Even though I did. I didn't mean it that way. But we do Lobby 2 pretty frequently. The problem with Lobby 2 games is they do take a while, right? People kind of get bored and they leave. And in our YouTube Shorts TikTok era, we need to keep the youth engaged, otherwise they'll leave. We need to keep the youth here. I need to get like a Subway Surfers image on the side. So when they're out, they have something to watch. Which, don't get it twisted, I'm not just saying it's a youth problem, it's an everyone problem. Like, if a movie starts to be slow at any point, my phone is immediately out. I'm that guy too. I really have to, like, consciously be like, I'm going to watch this movie, I'm putting my phone away. Do you know the average age of your viewer? Yeah. I mean, in stream, no. Because stream is, there's no like analytics for stream in terms of viewer age. But in terms of the overall subscribers and viewers, most of them are between the ages of, I think it's like 18 to 32 is my highest demographic. Now, can that be skewed because a lot of kids are watching on their parents' account? Sure. I get that. But at the same time, if I'm a parent, I don't want my child messing up my YouTube algorithm of what I want to watch. So I'm making them their own account. So how much is it skewed by? I don't think it's that much. Because when we're talking about parents, we're talking about millennials, people my age, think the same way I do, grew up with YouTube the same way I did, understand that there was an algorithm. I know my child's password so I can check on what they're watching, but I'm not letting them ruin my YouTube algorithm. Most parents don't care. See, that's just, you're thinking from a child's perspective that they don't care. Parents always care. They're not always going to be active in your life on every decision that you make because they don't want to be a helicopter parent, because that stunts your growth. I didn't try to be mean. No, Eternal, that was exactly what I was saying is, I didn't mean you were mean, but I just wanted to go ahead and stop. Your question spurred in a thing of like, I should really make this subscribers only. Now that I'm just streaming on YouTube only again. I couldn't do that while I was on Twitch. Or dual streaming with Twitch. But the dual streams were like weirdly lagging everything. It was like cutting out the internet. I think my internet provider was upsetty spaghetti about how much bandwidth I would be taking. Let's go ahead. We finished this. Let's do the travel. Today I'd like to go from Suriname to Greenland. Okay, I think the answer here is Brazil first. Then Colombia. Then Panama. Then Costa Rica. Then Nicaragua. Let's get not Nigeria. That would have been a disaster. Nicaragua. Honduras. Guatemala. Mexico. United States. And then we're done, right? Because we're taking Greenland apparently. That's America now. Let's go. Huge. All right, minute left. Let's go. Yeah, I always get Nicaragua and Honduras mixed up, but I had to install it into my brain, a little software update, that it goes alphabetically. Those two go alphabetically, right? It's the only way I could make it work. All right, Africa. We go top right. Top right. Now, the biggest challenge in Africa is that we don't want to push out so much that we force all the teams over here and all the teams in the south to fight to only be able to fight us. Corgi, what music do you listen to? Dude, I'm gonna be straightforward with you. I have no music genre. I listen to everything. If I had to tell you my favorite music genre, it's probably punk rock, but there really aren't a lot of punk rock bands anymore. So I'm like the old dad from my age who would listen to, like, you know, Led Zeppelin and tell their kids that it was the greatest music generation, and I'm just sitting here doing the same thing but with Dear Maria. Best concert I ever went to my entire life was Mayday Parade and oh god, who sings Dear Maria? Now I'm feeling stupid. I got your picture, I'm coming with you, Dear Maria, count me in. Who sings Dear Maria? All Time Low. It was All Time Low and Mayday Parade, and they also had this small artist who I can't remember the name of, who opened before those two. And her songs were okay, but I've never seen someone with such an amazing stage presence. Like, it was one of those things where, like, everything she did was cool. I don't know if you ever, like, had to public speak or be in front of an audience, but you find you just don't know what to do with your hands and your body a lot. But everything she did was so cool. I was like, this is awesome. And then when Dear Maria came on, the entire audience knew the lyrics and were like jamming along and jumping, and it was just like it was a small, like, place, small concert venue, and the entire building was shaking. It was awesome. Freeland. Munch. Let's go. Corgi Circus Crown. Huge. What's up, cutie? How are you? Alright. Let's try building up 2 champions again. I would love to see probably Oblaka. Azrael's a good choice too, but Oblaka probably is more useful. Let's build up Oblaka in the north, and then let's try and get probably Iraq in the south. Let's see how far the building of those two gets us. Not gonna lie, I feel proud that I haven't banned anyone in a long time. Well, honestly, Luhansk, I think that might be a little bit of bias for you because you just haven't been here. I hate banning people because it literally takes a viewer away, but at the same time, whenever I ban someone, I think of the ecosphere of the chat economy. And I go, if I leave this guy here, does the chat become better or worse? And if it's worse, then they're banned. And you gotta kind of think of it that way. You missed one earlier. Did you ban someone today? No, I timed someone out today. I think that's the only one. Cooking soup, so I figured I'd watch you guys for a bit. Dude, soup's like so underrated. You get soup like when I was in college. Frat life. What's up? We had a house mom who cooked us lunch and dinner 5 days a week. But whenever it snowed outside, she would make tomato bisque in grilled cheese. I have a weird nostalgic memory of anytime it snows, my body goes, we want grilled cheese and tomato bisque. Which sounds amazing, right? And it is. Until it's like the 12th time in like 2 days, or the 12th time over 12 days that it has snowed outside, and we're getting the exact same thing again. It gets too much. Go a block up. You're doing great. You're kind of at the end of the game, bud, so I would just over attack and try and grab land so you get a chance of being the crown. This is where you be a little bit selfish and you block off Melon. I want to see you get the crown. I don't know if there's enough land here, but go buck wild. Here, I'm giving you all my troops. Go buck wild. I don't think you're gonna have enough. That was a nice try. It's 21 degrees right now. Yeah, but you're talking Celsius, so I have no idea what you're talking about. That could be hot or cold. I don't know. GG. That's 70. Says Mr. Cutie. Let's figure it out together. Is Mr. Cutie right? What is 21 Celsius in Fahrenheit? It's, oh, good job, Mr. Cutie. That's 70. I also don't know how hot that is for Britain, because obviously their houses are built different. They're built to withstand cold. I imagine that's a lovely day out for you. It seems like a lovely day for me. While I was away on my road trip, I had my friends watching my dogs, and we hit a weird spike in temperature where it hit 80 degrees, which is absurd for Reno in winter. Like, typically our hovering weather is like 40 degrees, 40, 50. 50 is a nice day, 40 is more realistic. But to be like, I have the heat on and not the air conditioning, and my two dogs have their winter coats, was not great. Let's go to lobby 2. Let's take off tags and let's do a team game. Corgi, thoughts on ice water? I hate ice water. I'm gonna be straightforward with you. Unless you're in like a really, even if you're in like a dire situation where you need to cool off your body, I think you can accomplish more for like stabilizing your body with like lukewarm water, because you'll be able to drink more of it. Because when ice water, you drink less of it, so there you're less hydrated. I never drink ice water. I am a lukewarm water guy, and I drink everything from the tap. There's only been, even if it's disgusting, I'll learn to deal with it. Like when I lived in northern Texas, their water is awful, but I drink it. Cold water hater? Yeah. I mean, when you become like, yeah, and again, I'm talking about my glory days. I apologize, but I need to kind of get my point across. When you become an athlete with working out in mind, putting your body through enough, the most important thing you can do, the easiest things that's going to stop you from working out and limit your growth, is going to be, one, not breathing during your exercise, trying to hold your breath. You'll be stunned with how much more you can lift by exhaling and inhaling at the right moments. And two is not getting enough water. Your body will shut down so much faster if you're not constantly hydrating. And the best way to do that is bringing your own water and not putting any ice in it. My grandmother drank tap water for her whole life. She died at the age of 90. I'm going to put that in the camp of probably better genetics than attributing that to tap water. All right, let's do the world. That's a good one. That's a good team game. Like, I think if your body's so hot to the point where you need ice water to cool yourself down, you probably just need to like take a cold shower. or like you're having heat stroke, in which case, you know, you've already reached the point of there's a huge problem. You should have addressed this issue earlier. Take off tags. Oh, hold on. Yeah, guys, gotta take off the tags. We're not gonna enter the game with 7 people with tags on. Jester, take your tag off. IDK, take your tag off. We ruined a really fun game because people kept their tags on. Unfortunate. Skrillex, take your tag off. Crop Cob, take your tag off. Swizz, take your tag off. I don't care if it's a meme tag. Scatman, take your tag off. Loth, take your tag off. Come on. Let's get through it. Hopefully we get another fun one. Don't blame me. No, you called it out. You called out the right thing. Salesman, take your tag off. The reason we're taking tags off is, I hate explaining this every single time. The reason we take our tags off is because if we enter the game with a substantial number of people who have kept their tags on like Fridays, then the game will consolidate a fun 16 game down to like 2, which is what we're trying to avoid. I know there's a bunch of new people who don't know that, so, you know, I'm explaining it, but it is something where it's just like, I would just humbly ask that if I'm telling you something, there's a greater reason behind it, because, you know, hopefully you can empathize with me as the streamer and be like, man, if he has to say the same thing every day for like years, could that be a little bit annoying? There's a greater reason behind it. I'm not just being a weird for weird's sake. It's not fun when the mob of corgis win easily. Well then, Hockey Man, we're in fucking lobby 2. All right, my guy, stop your bitching. Go touch grass. You're too lost in the sauce. Go fucking elsewhere. I'm just gonna ban you. God, I'm so done with these people today. It's not fair when people are playing. It's just like, well, I don't know, man. Don't blame me for the ecosystem where other clans can't rise to the challenge. A streamer clan should never be the biggest, but here we are. Ugh. Now that was a little bit aggressive. There was my headache popping out, but at the same time, it's just like, it's the same thing every day, guys. It's like, geez Louise. I'm sorry that, like, here I am playing the game and no one can rise to the challenge, and you're begging me to like limit ourselves. Which again, for the millionth time, I have asked the developer to limit the amount of people that can join a game. I don't think that's a bad idea on one team, but he said no. Anyways, let's do Asia. Let's get back to having fun. It gets old, I know, and it's just the same thing every day. And there's no way to just be like, if someone's going to come in with that problem and not be wanting to address it on their own, not being able to critically think about how they can address it, it's like, well, I don't know, man. Territorial IO community kind of toxic. Yeah, I mean, I think the most frustrating thing about the Territorial IO community is the game only grows if we get new players, and the fastest way to get new players is when a new streamer comes in and plays the game. But the first thing the community does is they immediately start bullying that new streamer's community to the point where they don't want to play anymore. And it's just like, man, don't you guys miss having big games, 512 person games? It's like, what do you want to do? Be the king of Ash? King of Ashes? You got to encourage these people. Be welcoming. So what if they're all like big, they come in with numbers and they're new? That's an advantage for you, right? You have a bunch of people on the other team that don't know what to do. Crush them. Don't be mean to them. Need to decrease how much I'm attacking for. Dude, cornbread. Nice and big. Big old cornbread. Alright, Conqueror. Me and you. Oh, wait. Actually, it's a team game. We should hold off for a minute. No. Hold off for a minute. Hold off for a minute. Let's build up. We're in a great spot as a team. Let's just hold off. Because ideally, we would love to slingshot cornbread forward. Our biggest player. But we got to give him time to be big enough to be able to do that. It was fun when Daniel was streaming TT. When was he ever streaming it? I miss that. Oh, Daniel. I thought you were talking about David. Yeah. When Daniel, the Spanish streamer, was doing it. That was a good time. I'm going to try and build you up because I want you to go forward. You have a better shot of making an impact than I do. Yeah, I know. I want to get cornbread forward. Same thing we do, Conqueror. We don't want to be front lines. We want cornbread to go forward. How do I join you? You jump in lobby 2. But I think we're going back to lobby 1 for the contest after this. All right, looking at the board, green did a good job spawning together, but it's kind of weak. Black is doing a good job. If they consolidate a little bit, they'll be a big threat. Same with kind of blue, but they have white, who's a little bit stronger to have to deal with. I think there's a good shot that our team wins, but we gotta figure out what to do with black. It's unfortunate our biggest guy doesn't border them, but honestly, RMPX, you have a good shot at kind of disrupting black right now. Okay, you just gotta push through this guy. You get to Ironclad. I think that's real winning for us. Yeah, finish him off. Hey, Fridays. Any chance you could fight the Family Guy? Oh, big full send. Huge. Huge for us. Huge for us. It's massive. Go! What are you doing? Fight this man. Don't let him build back up. Go! Oh, wait, that's Chud. I thought that was Ironclad. Never mind. My mistake. I think yellow team has a pretty good shot at winning this. Green's actually coming alive, though, which is scary. Cornbread's doing a decent job of not touching King of Ping, which I fully agree with. And leaving books alone over here. What's your favorite game? I mean, the game I always go back to is Crusader Kings. But games are so subjective to the time of, like, what you're vibing with, you know? Who's this? Dirt. Now, Cornbread, remember, we don't want to put yourself in a position where you're the only guy that can fight. We want to have multiple people on the front lines. Yeah, yellow team, if we could push forward and start fighting dirt, that'll be huge for us. Get involved. Get involved. Fridays, get involved. Yes. I think this is a yellow win. Doing my own thing and they hear, Corey, you put a hit on me. I'm not targeting you. It's just kind of whoever you were the best move at the moment for us to make. RMPX, could you do it like a quick moment and finish off that guy? Just to solidify our position. Like, there's so much land you could be donating with if you just worked, yeah, with our boy to finish that. Melon's getting very big, but we've almost kind of knocked back dirt. We just need to keep fighting dirt for the time being. Oh no! Melon voted down! All hands on deck! Yellow team! Yellow team, donate cornbread! Donate cornbread! All hands on deck! Stop what you're doing! Donate down! Donate down! Damn it, Melon. Oh, Fridays, bud. I swear to God, one of these days I'll convince you to be at your red interest and not over attack. I don't know how to convince you that that is the wrong thing to do when you do it so often, and every single time you do it, you're punished for it, right? Like, how do I convince you that you're playing wrong if your experience will not teach you alone? Is every day you wake up and you get hit by a hammer. And you go, certainly there's a way to not get hit by a hammer every single day. Frick, I think this is the yellow team collapse. Damn it, Melon. Son of a bitch. We're dead. I mean, the world will eventually turn against the white team. I think... Oh, no, I'm dead. I think the best thing we could do for our team is probably taking out dirt in this moment. With Burns and RMPX. This is Melon's revenge. I mean, it's only going to extend to a certain point, right? You got King of Ping and Swiss that can both fight Melon that have enough troops to do that. Conqueror, one day I'll convince you that full sending is bad. One day. You just let me know when you're tired of getting hit by the hammer. One day it'll happen. Although this is the point, yellow team, fight Melon. If everyone doesn't stop fighting Melon right now, we lose. Edward, you got to kind of have heads up about this. You don't want to sabotage the team that can fight. Otherwise, white team's just going to win. Play for the win. Don't play for second place. Look at the pie chart. They have 33% and a guy who's got 9 million. Buddy, I need you to look down. Dirt, come on. Heads up play. What is the pie chart? What is the pie chart? Dirt, what is the pie chart? Who is winning? Who should we fight? Pay attention to the game. Should we fight yellow so that no one's strong enough to fight white? Or should we be donating to our teammates who can fight white right now? What would be the better choice? You can fight yellow later, but right now it is not a good move. Songs with Corgi. Yes. Songs with Corgi. Welcome to it. Hope you're having a great time. Boys, I beg of you to fight the guy who's got 9 million, 10 million. Why are you fighting Books? Books' his entire point is to distract you from the crown. You should fight the crown. Dirt, bud, I don't know why you're just insisting upon losing this game. I'm telling you, your best chance of winning this game is knocking down white. You flip who you're fighting. You don't tunnel vision on one guy until he's dead. You gotta flip who you're fighting. What's the difference between a sponsor, producer, executive producer? Sponsors, get badges. And this is escalating, so everyone gets the tier below. Producers get, oh my head. Producers get, note at the end of every video, mentioned. Executive producers get mentioned, and if they want, you can schedule a time with me to play a game off stream together. Most people, unfortunately, don't take me up on that, but I'm always down for it. And then we're going to get back into doing member videos on Sundays, where every member will do, we can start renaming the bots, which is great. So all the members become, we're going to do the member versus member game videos again. Oh, big full send. Big full send. Ugly board. Ugly board. Holy cow. The intertwinedness of everybody is quite startling. Ooh, big opportunity for green. But at the same time, Burns and Edwards have a lot of incentive to fight Dirt, right? That's really interesting. Okay, blue team's the threat. You gotta fight blue. You gotta fight blue. If you boarded, Dirt and Edwards should fight King of Ping. Burns, I don't know if you really have the troops to fight Swiss, which is unfortunate. Ugly game. Blue wins? I think blue does kind of win. Dirt so mad at yellow? Yeah, I mean, you kind of wanted yellow over here, right? Because if yellow was strong enough right now, they could do damage against blue. But now you're in a 1v1 battle against blue because you took out your biggest ally in fighting the next crown. You weren't playing ahead. First Friday spawned right on top of me, although there was nobody around me, and then Dirt didn't stop attacking me. Yeah, Dirt kind of played himself. I don't imagine a world in which blue team doesn't win, even though this full send's pretty detrimental to blue's chances. Good boat from Swiss, though. You'd love to see that. Green can still win this. That full send really changes the game. Overlord, I cannot stress to you how your question has been asked and answered by members of chat like 6 times. And I have also responded to it. Overlord! Overlord plays! Stop asking the question and listen to the answer. Wake up, sheeple. It's time. I call out every single time. You cannot join a game in mid-process. People have answered you how to do it. I have answered you how to do it. Just have patience. I still don't understand. I don't know how to explain it to you. Wait. I'll call out the game that we're in. You add the tag when we're in lobby 1. You take off the tag in lobby 2. It was a no-win situation for me. Yeah, I totally understand, Fireburns. There was no way for you to win. You weren't big enough to attack anybody. If Edward's able to pull this off, I'll be truly flabbergasted, but he is in a good spot to do it. How does everyone get out of this? Black is the weakest, but he is the crown. And he's the crown by a good margin. King of Ping's gotta protect Swiss, because I don't know if there's a way to win this without Swiss, but Swiss is in a really hard situation. Edward alone has 32%, so he's a danger right now. That's true. He is like very dangerous. And he's got good borders on Swiss, and Swiss can't do anything to stop him. And for some reason, green is fighting blue. I cannot stress how much green has just been working against themselves this whole game. Swiss should just, or Edward should just immediately continue to keep fighting Swiss. And if green team wants to dedicate themselves to fighting King of Ping, he should join in, eliminate them, and then Edward wins. What's up, Corgi? How's your day? It's Friday, you specifically. I want you to listen. Now that I think I have your attention, please stop over attacking. Attack for 11% once a cycle. This happens every day. You're over attacking, you're full sending, you're full donating. It cripples the team every single time. I'll lose my shit if Dirt wins. I mean, there's a world in which he does, but King of Ping's never going to be the player that plays for second place. My money's on King of Ping to win this, to be honest with you. He's doing the very smart move of these two are fighting and equal size, so he's going to eliminate the rest of the green team. It's good. See, you say you're trolling Friday, so I'm just going to delete you, but you've never shown me that you could actually play, so I honestly just think you're not good at the game. And you're compensating by being like, dude, it was just a joke. It was just a prank. But I honestly don't think you're good at the game. Because you've never shown me you could be. I just want to know if CK2 or CK3 is better. I would say CK3 is better just because it's the game that's getting updated. CK2 for the time, if you're talking about the time of which game, like the prime of CK2 versus the prime of CK3, CK2 is the far superior game. But because CK3 has a future, it's the better game. Once green's locked on you, he won't stop. Yeah, and the problem with that, of not being willing to switch targets, is you now put Edward into a box where he doesn't want to stop attacking you. He's just like, I'll settle for second place. You never want to turn someone, like make someone so mad with you that they'll be like, whatever, as long as you lose, I'm happy. No, it's not calling anyone stupid. That's rude. He's just tunnel vision. It's a very easy thing to do. Everyone's tunnel visioned in this game, for sure. Corey, I'm new, but I'm decent with strategy element. How do you recommend I get over the learning curve? If you're new but you enjoy the strategy elements, I would ask you first if you watched the tutorial I put out on this game, because that helps you with the mindset you should have with strategy, the overarching strategy, and kind of the little bit of mechanics of how to get started. Any plans for Civ 7 are still waiting? I don't know, man. I mean, it doesn't. Civ 7 kind of came out to a big dud, right? Like the big guys who usually play Civ games don't like it, and there's not really an audience for it. Yo, Trevor, becoming a sponsor. Thank you, brother. GG's. Well played, King of Ping. It's a game that, like, I don't... If everyone played the best, I don't think King of Ping wins. I really thought Edward was in a great spot after the Fulcent. But King of Ping's a player where if you make a mistake, he's going to punish you for it, right? All right, let's go back to lobby 1, add tags. We have a contest in 5 minutes. Let's do the travel weekly and get ready for the contest. Oh, I need to go back to lobby 1. No. All right, travel weekly. Okay, today I'd like to go from Uruguay to Panama without going through Brazil. Okay, so the only one is Argentina, right? Yes. Chile would get us up to Peru. Peru. Then we gotta... Does Peru touch Colombia? Or do we gotta go Ecuador? Oh, gosh. I think we have to go Ecuador. Not Equatorial Guinea. No, dang it. We just needed Colombia. Mission failed. I wasn't sure. Ah, so close. So close. The trick of this one was Argentina and Chile. Those were the hard ones that would fumble you up. Peru and Colombia should have been automatic. Dang it. Do the travel UK. I refuse. I refuse. Let's do... Is there any... Well, we could do the travel USA. Because I actually know the USA. I don't know Great Britain and their little tiny shires or whatever the hell you call them. Minnesota to Washington. Let's go North Dakota. Let's go Montana. And then Idaho. Get your potatoes through Idaho. It's crazy. I've lived in so many states close to Idaho. I've never actually been to Idaho. I've literally never even... Oh, I drove through it once. On a road trip to Washington. Briefly. Alright, we got 2 minutes. We can wait this out. We can tough through it. I'm from the UK and I prefer to do the USA. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like the UK. There's so much history behind how, like, what is like a province or territory, whatever they call them there, that it doesn't make a ton of sense in modern day context. Corgi, should you ever peace out with 4 people left? If you're a coward. I mean, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying like being a coward's not is always the wrong thing. Sometimes I do it if it's like, I don't know if I'd win this if I attack somebody else. Sometimes I do it, but I prefer to kind of fight it out. What lobby? This is lobby 1. The UK is so small that you don't hear about counties so much compared to the United States. Yeah. It's very divided, which made sense in medieval times because you can only properly administer so much land in medieval context. I mean, London itself has 32 boroughs. I mean, most major cities have like, yeah, 32 is a lot. I'll give you that. I was going to put it in context of like New York has a lot of boroughs, but it really doesn't. It doesn't have anywhere near 32. You could also argue that the more divvied up things are, the more people are represented by like a Congress or something like that. Germany is paying? Yeah, I mean, most of Europe is divvied up in weird ways, but to that degree, at least they're divvied up by, for the most part, the people that, live there are unified. Unlike the Middle East, where, France and the United Kingdom just drew lines. And then you have, like, unstable forever situations. Oh, here's the contest. All right, we go Africa. Unstable situations where you have, like, 6 different national people living in the same country. New York has 5 boroughs. Yeah. But New York is very small. I guess London's small too. I don't know. London's sprawling forever. If you were to tell me that London's bigger than the city boundaries of London is bigger than the city boundaries of New York, I would believe you. At least it's not as much as Vietnam. I've never seen a local map of Vietnam. All right, I gotta race. Oh, never mind. Somebody spawned there. I was gonna say I need to race west to block red from grabbing it. That's not really possible anymore. Ooh, big lag. I'm with you, Conqueror. Orange, who are we attacking? There's no wrong answer, but you need to fight somebody. Godgas, same with you.
He's beginning to believe.
Yo, Poppy Guy becomes a sponsor. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. Yeah. Yeah, we failed in the spawning of Africa, which creates a problem for us because all you guys on the front lines only succeed if the back lines are able to donate to you, and currently we're not. So this will be a harder game than it needs to be. It's not unwinnable, but it is an unfortunate situation that we're in. Godgas, we need you active, bud. Yep. Tricks, I think you're active. All right, we got a problem over here. This is an all hands on deck. We need to start donating to Melon right now. Everyone donate Melon. He's in the middle of like Iraq area. Iraq, Syria area. If you can fight the crown, fight him. Otherwise, donate Melon. All right, that's over. All right, let's start donating forward to No Name and King of Ping. See, this is one of those games where it's better to trust the players who know what to do in the situation because the margin for error is not 0. This is not a guaranteed victory. And it's because we spent we had to spend 3 minutes fighting back here, which is unfortunate. So many people went in Saudi Arabia. And if you're new to the game, when we call out an area of the map to go, Regardless of whether you want to be front lines or back lines, help make the people in the back lines job easier by spawning in the back lines first, holding for 3 seconds, and then moving forward. What that does is it chases away people, they go into their corner, and then the people in the back lines more easily get the land because there's less competition, and then we push forward. We're more ready to support you. But when we constantly have to deal with backline threats, there's no donations going forward. Don't donate me? No, you are a good donation target regardless. It's not enough to, like, you did your job. Like, obviously you were in a bad situation where you were going to grab a lot of land, but what you did was you prevented the blue team from pushing forward while we brought forward another champion. You always want to build up two. You never want to have your entire team's hopes and dreams rely on one person. How much should we donate per cycle? I donate typically around 11%. Like right now I'm donating 12. It's not that big of a difference. But it allows you to get back up to red interest and then donate again. So that every cycle you're hitting red interest again. GG. Alright boys, I will leave you a chair stream for a minute. I'm just going to go to the bathroom and get more water. Alrighty. Wish I could play, but I'm at school right now. Then get off your phone. Pay attention. Get a good passing grade. Not saying you have to go to college, but don't limit your options to not being able to go. Corgi, what if you reviewed interesting games the community sent you? I do look at a lot of games off stream through the game suggestion channel in the Discord, but I don't stream them or record them if I think they're bad. Because I don't ever want to be the guy who flips from game to game to game to game to game to game. I understand that's a viable thing, but I kind of more enjoy finding a good game that I can get really sink my teeth into and playing it a lot. What's the biggest port in the USA? I would have to imagine it's Long Beach in California. Just because it's the biggest, it's in California and it's China. But I could be wrong because there could be a lot of ports. Biggest port in the US. Port of Los Angeles and San Pedro. Okay, so I was in the right area, but the wrong import. Or the wrong... whatever it's called. I just lost the word. Are we doing a lobby 2? No, let's just stay in lobby 1 for now. we'll get another game or two in, and then we'll do the next contest. Let's do North America, 5-team. South End Port is the biggest in the world. Surprises me a little bit, to be honest with you. I would assume it would be in the United States, to be quite frank with you. Or China. I mute my stream during the game. I was wanting your advice for me to win that game. I'm gonna be straightforward with you. If you're muting any advice I would give you in the game and then asking for advice, I couldn't tell you. Because I'm always actively giving you advice in the game, so you're in the most critical point, in the most relevant time I could give you advice, you're not listening. I have nothing for you, champ. Like, I understand not everyone can have the stream unmuted, but like, watch the tutorial, I guess, would be the only advice I could give you. If you're not able to listen to it live. All right, these guys should be able to deal with the last guy by themselves. I mute it so it doesn't influence me. Well, if you're not going to be influenced, why would you be asking for advice in the first place? It's kind of, I feel like it's one of those things where like it sounds logical, but the moment you start unpacking it and putting it into words, I hope you can kind of see the illogical part about it. Not saying that as an insult. I mean, you know, a lot of times we think things, and as soon as we put them into words, it doesn't make sense. I mean, it's why psychologists are in therapy is so crazy important. Is you'll have all these horrible thoughts, but the moment you speak them to somebody else in a safe space, you kind of realize how dumb they are. Hammerfall, let's get active. Let's get active. Let's do some things. Let's do something. Go, go, go. No need to save. No need to save. Just start fighting people. Apologies for sprawling out in front of you here, Corgi. No, you played. I don't think anyone like. We're in the back lines. We're just doing our job of eliminating the baddies. We're good here, champ. What's up, Big Corger? What's up, British? How are you? High probability. I realized I cut you off. No. I mean, here's the thing. If you're on the back lines, we just want to grab the land, right? It doesn't belong to anyone else. We just want to grab the land away from the enemy teams and take them down as fast as possible so that we can get going forward. So there's no like, oopsies, you cut me off type thing. That's a frontline issue. That's not a backline issue. Backline is get as big as you possibly can immediately. You played it perfectly. You did great. All right, we got 6 minutes for contest. After this, we'll do some lobby 2 stuff, but let's do a win taken. Give me the daily. F, dude. I got it. Bells of Shaddon. Initially, my thought was like India, but okay. Does anyone know like another daily game without this many ads? This is like ridiculous. How many times they're just popping up on the screen? It's so distracting. Do you want to have like another daily game to try out? I'm kind of done with Win Taken. Like this popping ad over the image is so annoying. Whenever I see No Name in a game, I usually try to donate to him. Easily the best player in the Corey clan. He is, but that's a trapping that's lost us mini games. So I would highly recommend against that. Time Guesser. Doing no timer. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to figure out where on the map this is. Okay, so this is the same. See, this is a much better hat. Just not in the way. Tangier. Okay. Gibraltar. Sponsored Charity Row. Kind of looks British, so I'm going to say it's Gibraltar. Throw me like here. When is this? It's black and white, but honestly, 1962 is not a bad guess. Year exact. Oh, year. What year was it? 1980. Damn you, black and white. Okay, we have a big bell. This is so. This screams to me like Eastern European. I have no familiarity with this bell. This is like gotta be 80s. Give me 82. Weird fashion, so it's definitely the 80s. Give me 84. Now where is this? F, man, it's a bell in Europe. Who would have a big bell? Who would have a big church? Paris, sure. This doesn't. I feel like I would heard about. I feel like if I would have heard about this bell, it'd be in Western Europe. So I'm gonna guess Eastern Europe. Throw me in Warsaw. Okay, it was Moscow. Ah. The year was 1973. Tibet. This is not Tibet, though. This photo's pretty recent. Probably like 2017. And it's gotta be a last guess. Where would they be willing to protest Tibet? I don't feel like this is Nepal. Definitely wouldn't be Myanmar. This doesn't scream India. It's a colder climate. Throw me in Kathmandu. You were 11 years off, and it was in... Is that India? Kind of Kashmir. I guess it's India. All right, pretty good guess. All right, contest is up in a minute. Let's just wait it out. North India? Yeah, North India gets confusing. I didn't feel good about the Kathmandu guess, but I didn't see anyone that looked Indian. But India is a confusing country because it's so big. There's so many diverse cultures there. That obviously not everyone looks the same either. All right, contest is going to be Europe. We spawn modern day Russia borders. Try not to push too far out. Spawn in the back lines like Scandinavia, even too. Just everyone needs to do that just to help out. Wait 3 seconds and then move forward. There's an Indian bank in the background. See, that's a good marker to know, but I could not tell you a single Indian bank. Like, in terms of travel, like, how often would you ever know a bank? I feel like you would have to live in a place for a long time, or just play a lot of these, like, guesser games to even know what a bank in another country looks like. Quick MS Paint spawn? No, there's no time for me to be able to do that. Yeah, so we have some people sprawling out. We don't need this region down here. It's better if we get like a chokehold here and able to hold and push through Central Europe. No, I didn't want to block off dude. That's my mistake. Yeah, good move, dude. Love that. I'm with you, Bluo. And then, dude, you never want to, even though it's back lines, you never want to pick the easiest target. You want to pick the target you can get the most help with, because, you know, many hands make light work. In fact, Bluo, can you fight this guy over here? I'll keep Syria occupied. He's not as big of a threat as Boom will be. Nice. Big ups to us. We just need Dude and Pios to fight the last guy, and we have this. Unfortunately, one of our players got full sent so heavy. No, dude. Fight this guy. Fight this guy. That's the threat. Pios, yep, you're involved. Good. Oh, I'm just occupying this guy's time. There's the full send, dude. Grab the land. Grab the land, dude. It's free. There you go. Have you ever watched Dragon Ball? No, I haven't. A lot of people really love it. I remember watching like an episode of it when it was on TV, and I didn't like it. It just didn't ring home with me. I just missed that cultural milestone, I guess. It's the same thing with SpongeBob. Like, I just never was... I watched some episodes of SpongeBob, but it's not like a childhood show that like, oh my gosh, do you remember SpongeBob? Yeah, there we go. Now we got a big person everywhere. Good. I watched Dragon Ball Z's first 2 episodes and they were boring for me. Yeah. A lot of like crazy good animes start off so effing slow. Like, I remember the first time I watched Hunter x Hunter, I turned it off. The first time I watched Avatar, I turned it off. Obviously, two of the, like, better animes that have ever come out. Yu-Gi-Oh! I did watch a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! But Yu-Gi-Oh! is a very... Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of has the opposite. It starts off really fast, and then it's just so slow-paced. I mostly watched Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon, if you remember Digimon. Not because I enjoyed those shows, but because my little brother loved them. Digimon, digital monster. You know the jingle. I have found myself watching more anime now, just because it's like, it's American TV shows have just gotten into the thing of like, we're going to release 8 episodes every 2 years. And then you just kind of find a new show that's got like, hey, this has got 7 seasons, 200 episodes. Kind of sinks you in a little bit. Honestly, most animes I don't like. I don't like most of them. I think it's just like, I don't know if it's like a cultural thing, but I just don't like them. What's the quick bind to send a boat? The B key. All right, let's go back to lobby 2. Let's do a battle royale, so don't worry about tags. True, it's super annoying. I mean, the thing is like, there are animes that are like diamonds in the rough, like amazing animes. But you as a new person getting an anime, you sift through a lot of garbage. like chains, and then like the best ones only will have like a season or 2. Like Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, you're like, hell yeah, these are amazing. Oh, it's done? Frick. Chainsaw Man had probably the best season 1 of any freaking anime ever, and then they're like, we're making a movie, and it's been like 5 years. And you go, dang, man, this sucks. Alright, let's wait for a good one. Common Side Effects on HBO. You know, my friend just recommended that to watch. He said it's really good. I do need to watch that one. Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling has a great concept, good characters and everything. They build up the character too fast. There's no character development. There's no challenges that the main character has to like overcome. He just like finds a boss and kills him. Like even One Punch Man, which is, you know, the guy's challenges are never there. He kind of like struggles with like, do I even care about this? It's a little bit more interesting. Where Solo Leveling is just like, I feel like shows where like the real battles only come from the side characters because the main character is so overpowered struggle to be interesting. Honestly, there hasn't been a good anime in 5 to 10 years, in my opinion. I would highly disagree. Mushoku Tensei, even though like the main character there's some points like in everyone who watches it that you just like really cringe and be like, oh god, this is weird and stupid. It is a good anime. Bob's Burgers. Bob's Burgers is fire. I don't know if we count that as an anime. Do you like Stranger Things? I stopped watching Stranger Things after season 1. I started watching season 2 and I got bored. Actually, I watched season 2. Season 3 was really... Whatever the one with the Russians were. It's like, oh no, the Russians came back. I think that was season 3. And it was like, okay, so we're just done being original, huh? Yeah, it was definitely season 3. Season 3 was when I was done. Like, oh, the Russians came back. Like, alright, we kind of explored this. Attack on Titan. Yeah, Attack on Titan is good the first time you watch it, but it is... there are parts where it moves very slow. There's entire episodes where you just be like, what even happened? I want a good one. I want a good one. Obviously, we're not going to do Halo. We'll do The World. We'll do The World. The World will be great. And then Attack on Titan starts out really strong where like, you know, you really get a sense of stakes being involved because main characters will die. And then towards the end, it's just like, oh, they all became main character syndrome. None of them could possibly pass away. They're all doing these amazing things, but none of them will ever die. Monster is both slow and amazing. I got bored of Monster. I got bored. It was way too slow. That's another one that people always rave about, and I just watched it and it's like this. I watched a lot of it too. I watched like an entire season and it's like, God, some parts are fire, but there's so much just like talking about things that don't matter. Oh, it's a contest? Ooh, a contest in Lobby 2, you say? Have you watched Lost or The Walking Dead? The Walking Dead I fell out of after we spent an entire season on the farm. After the farm, I was kind of done. Walking Dead really became one where it's like, oh, there's stakes at the beginning, but now everyone's a superhero at the end. Lost I didn't really watch because I was in college at the time. And man, if you're in college and watching TV, you're kind of wasting a golden opportunity to have fun. Ah, frick. Okay, I got out. What's your opinion on The Alchemist? I don't know if I have one because I don't know if I've seen it. If I have seen it, it obviously wasn't good. But I don't think I've seen it. By the way, I'm starting college in September and I'm 15. Honestly, I feel bad for you. Like, it's great you're smart enough to start college early. But the best part about college and the most you're going to learn you get out of college is the social aspect. And I think you're too young to fully embrace that. Like, most of what I got out of college was not from the classroom. It was the connections I made and the social skills I developed. Lost was 8 years long. You weren't in college the whole time? I mean, it started when I watched the first season on TV. Then I went to college, and then after college, I started a new job, and I was really trying to do well in that. So I didn't watch. I started the hardest job I've ever had my entire life. And I would start work at 8 a.m., and if I ever got home before 8 p.m., I had a panic attack because I thought I forgot something. So, wasn't a lot of TV watching back then. I'm dead. Mission failed. You don't get any of it. You don't get any of it. No! Oh, I was going to try and block that, but I was too slow. The Boy Scouts? Yeah. Worst job I've ever had in my entire life. It was crazy how Like, to give you an idea, I was the fourth person in the exact role I had, not like a role adjacent, but like the Boy Scouts are split up by districts. I was the fourth person to be in my district, and when I joined, it was July. So 4 people had already started that job in that position and quit or been fired in 7 months. And it's crazy how much everyone was like a chronic alcoholic to just cope with the stress of the job. And all we did was like trauma bond. Because it was just such a stressful, high demand job, which is crazy to think about a nonprofit. I probably wouldn't believe it from an outsider's perspective until I experienced it. Life in general is all about connections. Yeah. And it doesn't even have to be like forward connections. Like, I got a job because the guy who was interviewing me was like, oh, you were a SIGEP. I was also Greek. And then we spent the entire interview just talking about that. And then I got the job. Having something in common with the interviewer will just benefit you so much more than any answer you can really give. But college is such a golden opportunity to develop your social connections, your social skills, and then have so much to put on a resume. Like, when I was first coming out of college, I had like my entire resume was like, here's all the positions, leadership positions I held in college. That mattered so much more than whatever my GPA or degree was. Dude, Cornbread Eaton. He's a big threat. This is a really hard thing to do, is to pull off Antarctica and get up into the rest of the world before the rest of the world gets big. But right now he's in the golden situation where no one can really challenge him. There's no like real coalition to fight against him. I don't see a world in which he loses. Life in general is all about connections, helps with everything. I would even say like my little brother who joined a business fraternity, which is not a fraternity in the sense of like we party, brother. It's like professionals who have business degrees, like do business things together. That immediately landed him so many jobs and opportunities. Like, he left college 7 years after I graduated and immediately started with a higher salary than I did. Than I had with 7 years of experience. I spawned in Australia, another person spawned and thought found out it was Trix and I'm dead. Yeah, I would have the same reaction if I spawned in Australia and saw Trix there. I'd be like, well, my game's over. But the problem with Australia is you have such limited opportunities. About the 15-year-old in college, kind of rough because most of the fun things about college is just surrounded by everyone your age, general mindset and goals. Yeah, you'll never be surrounded with as many people of the same age of you who just want the same things as you. You'll never have that opportunity again. Like, it's so much fun. Like, the first day of college is wild. There's no social hierarchy. You can just walk up to someone and be like, hey, do you want to hang out? Someone you've never talked to before. And they'll be like, yeah, let's do it. Everyone's coming into the same environment where they all don't have friends and they want to make new friends. It's wild how easy it is to make friends. It almost feels otherworldly in college. I'm not smart enough to go to college early. It's just that they allow 14, 15-year-olds to go there part-time. Yeah, and to that, I would say, what are you getting out of it? I mean, if it's a community college where you're getting some general credits, sure, and you're worried about finances if you're an American. But, you know, one of my college classes did have a 15-year-old, and he was so smart, but he literally didn't talk to anyone. He had like one friend who would like, who was a college age kid who would talk to him. And outside of that, he would just like go to class and go home. It's just like, okay, so you're just going to school. Man, that sucks. You don't get to live in the dorms. You don't get to do all the fun things. You don't get to go out partying. It's rough. Like, if my kid was smart enough to move up a grade, I would say no to it. Because I want them to develop socially as much as they do everything else. It's like, I don't really care if they're bored. I want them to be around people they have the best chance of making friends with. Like, even if my child was gifted, I don't think I'd want the teachers to tell him that. Because how many people were told they were gifted in something and then were told they were so smart all the time and then became mediocre at life because they just assumed they were always going to be the smartest person in the room and then hit a level where they stopped working as hard. And then, like, one of the things is, like, when I first went to Colorado State, I was a sophomore transferring in, so I wanted to live in the dorms to meet people. I was supposed to live in some sophomore level, like, rooms, but they didn't have enough. So they're like, we can put you in the honors freshman hall, so at least you're not surrounded by, like, the goofball new kids. I'm like, that's fine. And it was truly amazing living with all these kids who were the smartest person at their school, coming to college, and then all fail collectively their first tests because they had never learned how to study. Because they were always smart enough to just know the answers, but then you get to college where that doesn't work out. And they're like, I have no idea how to study. And me as, like, the dumb kid who had to, study because I'm just never smart, go, oh, boo-hoo, little poor baby. Dude, Swiss has turned this into a game. Look at him go. I don't know how he did it, but he's done it. Don't get to feel that crazy sense of total independence too. You can just skip classes if you feel like it. Man, I wish I could skip a day of work without explanation to my boss. You legally can. Here's something I'll tell you really quickly, is if you're giving your boss an excuse beyond like, hey boss, I'm not feeling well today, I'm going to take one of my PTO days. You're legally allowed to do that. That's within your right. Don't get caught up in like guilt trip because you need something. But I will give you advice if you're going to college. Avoid 8 a.m. classes like the plague. No, don't put yourself through that. Because there's going to be one night where you want to go out partying, and then waking up for that 8 a.m. class is going to be hell on earth. Melon, what's your plan? I think you kind of need to help Swiss in this moment. I'm homeschooled. I just do tests as if that counts as studying. Homeschool is a dangerous world. Because obviously your parents are like going to be the most invested teacher you'll ever have, right? But there's plenty of times where like your homeschool doesn't actually match up to what the real world expects of you. Like, I know someone who was homeschooled their entire life, but then was their parent just didn't put the effort in they were supposed to. They didn't do all the right things, so he had to go get his GED because he like graduated, but he didn't actually have the requirements to like have a graduate degree or get a degree. You can always point out the homeschool kids by how they act. Yeah, I mean, sometimes homeschool parents really put a lot of effort into their networking of their child. But yeah, homeschool kids, small town kids, always easy to pick out. Yeah, I don't think there's a way Melon loses this. He's got 50% and Bills is not able. Bills is attacking in Florida, but it just took too long. And Trix is not anywhere near attacking, so the 50%, well, he is attacking, but this really would rely on Cornbread making mistake more than the other ones, but Melon gave up, so it's over. Did Cornbread start in Antarctica? I think he did. I mean, whatever happened over here happened fast. Does he kick off Tricks? No, he just builds up. Interesting. What happened to this guy then? There should have been a little bit of a counterbalance. He just worked him down. I think the rest of the world just kind of got stalemated. Alrighty, but that's going to do it for today, boys. It's been a fun stream. Hope you had a good time. We will be back tomorrow with more Territorial. I got to go do some real life IRL stuff. So I'll see everybody mañana. Bye, boys.